Alright, what's up Transformers fans? Tonight I'm taking a look at the new Age of the Primes Joyride. And as you know, this is a simple remold of Sureshot. Very cool. I like the colors a lot on this guy. Let me move some stuff out of the way. So let's talk about him. Alright, so first thing, I was actually going to save this till the end of the video, but I started it with him holding it. This is a 3D printed accessory. It is on Colts 3D. It's a free download. So if you want to have a free download, you can get a little gun for him. And it's a pretty good print, man. It's nice. Came out very well. There's a little couple of stuff here and there I need to peel off. But ultimately, this print is pretty cool. It's very reminiscent of his G1 blaster. And I gave him that because, as we know, Sureshot comes with a Target Master, whereas this guy comes with a Power Master. So we're going to take a look at this guy first, pop him off, and he just folds over like that. We've got the little gold visor, very nice paint right there. Gray top, got the very nice shiny gold on the engine. Love that, that's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to set him aside for now. We're going to take a look at Sureshot, at Joyride himself. So we got universals at the shoulders. We got 90 at the elbow, nothing at the wrist. Got a head that's on a ball joint, pretty good range of motion there. We've got a waist swivel, and that's the other thing. So as you know, with Sureshot, you plug this in, you can get a really good waist swivel. Now with the Power Master gimmick, I untabbed that there. With the Power Master gimmick, so you fold this guy over in half, plug him in there. This backpack, or this back piece, doesn't quite plug into... there it goes. It doesn't quite plug into where it needs to plug in the back. So his hip movements, if you get this arranged just so, let's see here. Get that out of the way. All right, so there, let's get him all that. So you get that out of the way. It does kind of hinder the hips a little in the back for the Power Master gimmick. Anyway, that you want to kind of try to get this stuff out of the way, it's going to hinder it a little bit. So just something to keep in mind there. And you do that, I don't think it'll plug in. Yeah, it won't plug in with that tabbed in the back, so can't do that. All right. So, waist swivel, universals at the legs, 90 at the knee, toe tilt, a little bit down, a lot up, and of course, the ankle rocker. So, and did I mention the upper thigh swivel? Don't think I did, but he's got an upper thigh swivel. All right, so, and he's got these pieces, which again look a lot better on the leg. And they don't hinder the arms at all, which I really like. So, plus that's a little bit reminiscent of his original toy. So, it's not bad. Speaking of, we're going to take these little pieces off. Because as you know, they're kind of parts for me. So, let's get this guy turned into his vehicle mode. So we're going to bring up the fist, or bring up the legs, feet. I'll get it right eventually. Feet that way. Twist these around this way. All right, and this is, of course, the same transformation as his mold mate Sureshot. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the legs up this way. And then tab these little guys together. Like so. Oh, nice and tight joints. Very tight joints. No mold degradation at all on this guy. So good news there. All right, let's bring that up this way. Let's untab this. And then there's all this stuff, which as you know is a little wonky for me. So we got to do this. And then we got to straighten this out. Bring that around there. And then situate all this stuff to where he goes like this. And it's this whole bit that has a little bit of a weird, wonky transformation. I'll talk more about that in my Sureshot video, but it's the same principle, obviously, for this guy. So let's do the arms now. Untab here, bring them around here. You can lean the head slightly back if you so choose. We're going to do that right there. We're going to get the shoulders aligned to where they're like this. And that way when you bring them up, they'll tab into that piece right there. We'll get the arms ready to go down. So bring that here, bring that up, like so, spin that around. And then there is, of course, this whole ordeal, which again is a bit tedious on this figure, because you got to plug that in there, and then you got to plug this one in, and you got to get them all aligned. And I think the problem is a bit of like an OCD kind of thing, because I want these aligned just right. And it's one of those things of like, don't worry about aligning it just right, just get it where it's good enough. But I'm sitting here going, no, it has to be just right. It's not straight. It has to be straight. And see, there it is right there. That has to be straight. It has to go in a certain way. It has to do this. And it ends up being tedious. Like I said, I don't like these pieces. I didn't like them on Sureshot either. I don't like them on Joyride. Because it's tedious. And there we go. There is the good enough, but they're tedious. And that's why I keep that in the video. That's why I struggle with that in the videos, because it bothers me a little bit and I want you guys to know about it. So, all right. Which way does this go? I think we're good like this. Yeah. So let's get these two tabs right here into those two slots. Like so. And everything should come down. And then, of course, we line up the wrists back here. Transformation works fine. It's the same thing, you know. And we plug these in here. We do that. And then we're going to bring this down, straighten out this piece right here to where it is. Should tab in here-ish. Does that work? Okay, there we go. Now we got him. All right. So there's a Joyride all taken care of. And of course, you take his engine and you plug it in like so. And aesthetically, not very great. You know, like very much, how are you seeing anything at all? But of course, on the original G1 version, it was done much better, where these were like, you know, they plugged in, they were actually part of the engine. So, but it's nice that they're trying to get that gimmick back. You know, like Joyride was a Power Master, so they're trying to keep the Power Master gimmick. So I like that. That's cool. But, yeah. He can't see. There's no way he could see, like, at all. But that's okay. And as you saw, rolls just fine. We can take this other gun, and let's see if we can plug this in somewhere. Yeah, okay. So you can plug that in to any number. Well, I say any number. It's gonna be a little awkward fit on the sides, but it will plug into all the 5mm ports, of course. And maybe we can take this guy and do something a little different. Nope, it's gonna have to go right there. He's gonna have to go right there. Well, we tried. and no real way to flatten that out. So that's just going to have to be what it looks like. A little wonky in car mode with the engine on there, but of course, with the engine off of there, there's what he looks like there. There's what he looks like with the gun there. So very cool. I dig the teal and red. So there you go, guys. There is Age of the Primes Joyride and his Power Master Hotwire. So, all right. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, share the video, hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video. Good night.